The cast is locked in. Everyone has been cast in the Fantastic Four now. This is coming from Daniel RPK. Everyone's been cast. The cast is locked in. Expect an announcement anytime soon. We could turn this video off and the Fantastic Four cast could be announced. So, check that now, actually, Kyle, because we probably end up getting punked like that.
I am.
And do you know what? If it does get announced at any time tonight, we're fucking jumping back on.
We are indeed. Fantastic.
Fantastic, Kyle. So, all the speculating. I think the people who are probably most confident who are going to be in this is Vanessa Kirby, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, and Ebon Moss, I believe it is, the guy from The Bear, to play the Thing. He's just been asked recently as well if he's going to be in the Fantastic Four, and he said,
I know this isn't like, obviously, this is the thing as well. I just want to say this. I'm obviously looking up the cast for Fantastic Four. I just type in Fantastic Four cast, and it's come up with a bunch of names. Now, obviously, just a bit of a lesson here. Whenever you type something in on the Google search, like a cast of something...
Yeah, if you've been looking for porn before, it'll come up purple.
As a prime example of it, if you go to Avengers Endgame, if you type in Avengers Endgame and click cast on Google, it says Hugh Jackman's in the film as Wolverine. Obviously, he's not. Google uses like an algorithm thing to... It's just what people are in talks of, and they keep saying that. But when I look at this now, yeah, Vanessa Kirby, John Krasinski, Joseph Quinn, Ebon Moss, Adam Driver's in there. But yeah, this isn't like, obviously this isn't confirmed. This is what Google's algorithm is bringing up. But see, I would have. I'm fine with it. I hope. Right, my dream, my hope for the next one is going to be just a bit younger in the sense of like, do you remember I've forgotten his name now, but we spoke about it and he was in talks of being in Fantastic Four's Thing. And he was in a show that I watched a while ago. And I just thought that was really great casting, if that's true.
Are you on about our first video that we never published?
Fucking hell, was that our first video?
We did.
Paul Mescal.
So he was in talks for Human Torch.
Sure, I thought it was the Thing.
No. And the guy from Hamilton, who was in the Snowpiercer TV show, I can't remember his life. David Giggs, he was in talks for the Thing. So we heard. Now, cast announcement pretty soon. Would you feel confident placing money on Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Ebon Moss?
It sounds quite believable, yeah. It does. Again, it's a case of I'm excited. I can't wait to see this film. It's just after they've announced that after Secret Wars, the MCU was getting a sort of a soft reboot, reset kind of thing.
But I don't think you need to worry with this because I think these are characters that'll be staying behind because I do not think this Fantastic Four will be in the MCU anyway. They will be they'll be in the MCU multiverse, but they will not be in the Prime.
What was that?
They won't be in the Prime Sacred Timeline.
I still really like the idea that you came up with years ago, and that...
Well, that's been fucked out the water now, that.
I know, but I still like the idea of, obviously, the Fantastic Four existed in the past already, and, obviously that can't really happen now. There's loads of ways that they can do Fantastic Four.
Yeah, there was it wasn't just my theory. A lot of people had the theory that the Fantastic Four were stuck in the quantum realm.
Yeah, as well in the city thing, but that was just, yeah.
and then they get out,
Nothing to do
but
with
you know,
it.
because time moves differently. Let's say they went in the 60s, they get out and it's like 2025 or 2026. But we always had this idea in our head of like Reed Richards gets out and all the technology's like progressed, but he just adapts to it so quickly because he's already thought about it in his head and he's just like, oh yeah, nice, I've actually done it now. So
Yeah, and he's like correcting them and stuff, and he's like, "How are you correcting us? You didn't even have this technology." And he's like,
how will you feel when this Fantastic Four cast is announced then? That means we finally get to stop speculating.
I'm excited, yeah. I just can't wait to see a good Fantastic Four film. Not that that hasn't been,
And not that this will be either. There's a lot there's a lot riding on this for Marvel. Because they've got
they will get it right. They've I mean, you know, with all the theories and all the speculation around it and the potential, you know, real leaks if they are real or not, I think Marvel definitely will do this right.
Well, yeah, so they've had a rough run as of late. I really think they should have not released the Marvels, but they kind of had to for story purposes. If they didn't release it, it's just going to slow everything else down. I'm saying we are in the transition period now. Deadpool 3 is going to come out. It's got its original writers in there. I think we can almost guarantee that Deadpool 3 is going to be great. Marvel now is rewriting. Well, they've rewrote Born Again. They're jumping back into production on that this week. They've rewrote Brave New World. They're going to start filming that in the summer again. And they've been doing loads of rights for Fantastic Four. And Blade as well. Also, Blade's been given its R rating. People are like, the MCU's over, it's done. We're in this transition period. We're not going to see the overall picture now for a year, 18 months down the line. And then we'll see what they've been working on, what they've been doing to get stuff right again. Because people think it's like, oh, we came out of Endgame and it was shit automatically. Well, after Endgame, the first project was WandaVision. And we'll both agree. We were both sat there going, the MCU never left, baby. And then it was Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it were like, alright, this, you know, it's fun. I enjoy it a lot more than anyone else because I've got a bit more of a bias to it. I'm a Captain America dick rider. And then we got, what was it, Black Widow? And that was like, alright. And then we got Shang-Chi, fucking amazing. Then we got Eternals, alright. And then we got Spider-Man. So it hasn't just been flat since Endgame. I'm going on a bit of a rant here, I know I am, aren't I?
Just a bit. Going on Eternals there. That's obviously like a team film, and I think the Fantastic Four has to nail this because the Eternals was a team film, and you know, it didn't do that well, like critically.
I think too many characters for its first film.
Yeah, which I don't think this will suffer from, you know, because the old Fox, you know, the original Fox Fantastic Four, obviously they're not like the best films in the world. You know, growing up watching them, they were fine. They were fun. They were entertaining. Looking back, they weren't the best, and they did that awful reboot, which I refuse to watch because
that's
I've just
my
heard
favourite
how bad
going
it
to
is.
sleep movie. I put that on. I have never made it to the second act of Fantastic.
Yeah.
I just...
So, Marvel are well aware of where the Fantastic Four sits. It's like, we need to get this right, or we're going to be a massive
But
laughing
they
joke.
can't look at it as the bar's so low, we just need to do better than that. They need to think about making this better than everything.
No, they do, because it's you know, when you speak about this, you don't just go, oh, Fantastic Four. You go, oh, it's the first family of Marvel,
Yeah.
kind of thing. That's, you know, it's a sub-name, I guess, for it.